Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Loan Officer Breakfast Club. Happy Friday, everybody. We are here, ready to rock and roll with Mr. Chris Johnstone. So according to what we learned yesterday, is going to absolutely freak us out. Once again, it's going to be a great day. Good to have you guys here. We have Franca Vresk in the house. I think I got that right, Jennifer Woodland. What do you think? Think I got that right? I think I did. Did I get it right, Franca? Did I say it correctly? Is it Vresk? Excellent! Yay! That's my Navy linguistic training. Just so you know, we were trained to, be able to read and understand all kinds of languages. Yeah.
What about Morse code? Do you know Morse code, Frank?
You know what? And I was a radioman, and I don't know Morse code. Isn't that sad? I'm going to give myself sad trombone because I don't know Morse code. Yeah.
I thought that was a softball for you. I'm sorry.
It should have been, right? When I got in was like the first year that they dropped it being a mandatory thing. And so while we're talking, this is an interesting story. So I didn't have to learn code as a radioman. Before that, every radioman had to know Morse code, right? And I regretted not learning. I think that would have been a really cool thing to know, And so when I got out of the Navy, I was in for 6 years, and then I was looking at, what am I going to do? So I went to work for a government contractor in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. They did electronics stuff, and I was trained in electronics. And this is one of those government jobs where, Chris, I swear to you guys, I would show up at work on the base. The boss would go in and meet with all the Navy guys. We would wait out in the shed, right? He would come back out. I swear to you, 3 days a week and go, all right, go home. If I need you, I'll give you a call. We never worked. They were totally ripping off the government, and everybody was ripping off the government back then. The government would pay $4,000 for a Phillips head screwdriver. That's how screwed the government was getting, and this is no BS. So I thought, well, that's not going to work. And I thought, man, if I would have learned code, right, as a radioman, I could have went into the merchant marines, right, as an officer and, live the life of luxury on a big, cargo ship as an officer, but I didn't know code. And so I thought, well, I'm going to try and learn it. So I started trying to learn it, and then lo and behold, I just wound up in mortgage. I was talking to my mom, who was in real estate in California, of course, and I was like, I don't know what to do. She said, come on out, learn, see what you think. And then that was my my little, journey into the mortgage space. But think about this. If I had learned code, I would not be here right now. I would have went into the Merchant Marines, no lie, and I would have been an officer and probably retired from the Merchant Marines. You know what I mean? That's what it would have been. But
it's a gift.
Lucky.
Everybody's just blessed and lucky that I didn't do that, I guess, right? Is that how we're going to look?
I am. I think we're all blessed and lucky.
Every day.
I'm kidding, but thank you for saying that. It was very kind of you. Anyway, yeah, that's the story there. So no, don't know code. All right, let's see. Let's do a couple of wins before we get started this morning, like we always like to do. Josh already got the hand up.
Yes,
It was
right on.
it's just like Josh on the scene. All right, Josh, what do you got?
I have my first meeting with a high-end realtor that's local to me, using the strategy that Kristen Simpson helped me lay out.
Nice.
Really excited. I have to leave the meeting a little early today to shave and get ready and rock and roll. It's only 10 minutes away. I can't believe it.
Josh, this is what we're going to do for you. Okay, everybody, put a little note of encouragement in the chat for Josh this morning, man. Give him a little note of encouragement, man. Josh, you got this, baby. This is going to be great. You're going to have a great meeting, my friend. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be absolutely awesome. And you know what? Then you're going to follow up with this top producing agent. You're just going to stick to the plan, and brother, you're going to start getting business out of this person sooner than you think. How's that sound, Josh? Sound good?
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Wonderful, man. Thanks for sharing that with us. Congratulations, man.
Wait. Frank, are we going to dig on what was Kristen's genius?
Yeah.
Are we going to find out what is it? What's the strategy?
Yeah. Spill it, Josh.
It was just a simple daily success plan. Hey, give me the story on your success. I'm a student of success. I'm going to go into the meeting, find out what's working for them, find out what their pain point is, and see if you can solve their problem. Let them know you can follow up, refer back, touch the lead, touch the partner, pre-approved and looking. You know, hey, every Thursday I'm all over everybody asking for referrals every time I talk to them. And I'm a nice guy, so why wouldn't you want to send me a referral?
That's
Why
right.
not? Why not you? Why not? Congratulations. I tell you what, man, you know, giving you the cheer, but, you know, I mean, if you need to drop my name, feel free. You know, if it'll help, Josh, you know, just saying it. No worries. Yeah. So.
Frank name drop and show up in the T-shirt, and you got it. It's an instant referral.
Yeah, but hey, congratulations, man. That's awesome. Great win to share. Thank you. Let's get some more. We got, just a couple more minutes. Anybody else want to raise a hand with a win? Anybody got something they'd love to share with us? Because that's a really good
Matthew Nelson has a win.
Danielle is raising her hand. But
and Matt Nelson has one too.
Okay, great. So both of you. Go, Daniela.
My win is getting up in the morning and listening to you guys every day. But oh my God, 5 days of struggling with HOAs and appraisals coming in incorrect mistakes, and finally got to loan docs today. Thank you for keeping me sane.
Congratulations. Yeah. Oh, that's a good feeling. That's the old, okay, there's about 8,000 pounds off my shoulders, right? Yeah. Woo! Good for you, man. Congrats. All right, let's get to one more. Oh, where'd he go? Who was it?
Oh, hey.
Matt Nelson.
How you doing, guys?
Hey, Matt. There was somebody else, though, up there. Matt, yeah, for sure. Go, Matt. But I swear there was somebody else. Go.
Yeah, I'm relatively new to the industry, but just following the program, following the steps. I have a meeting today. I had a meeting yesterday, and I have 5 meetings scheduled next week.
Nice.
Unbelievable, dude.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Matt. Look at that, man. Just newer to the business, stepping into the plan, multiple meetings. I could tell you this right now, brother. Like, there's a lot of originators that have been in the business a long time and got that many meetings going on right now. Wish they did.
Yep,
and wish they did. So congratulations to you, man. You're going to kill this thing, Matt.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Appreciate it.
You bet, man. All right, let's get to David. You're muted, Dave, and you're a dude, so I will sad trombone.
No.
I sad trombone myself. So there you go.
Fair.
There you are.
Fair point, Frank.
Oh, we still can't hear you, Dave. You're not muted, but we still can't hear you. Oh, I know this is going to be good too. I can tell. I can tell this is a great win. We're not going to get it.
Are we good?
There you go.
We're good now. Yeah, go, man.
2 Saturdays ago, I went and did some open houses, and I went to a building that is going through a 50-year recertification that I do a lot of work in, and met some new brokers, and we ended up doing a progressive open house on Wednesday with 14 different brokers that I provided lunch on the lobby floor where everybody came in before the opening, during the open, got 6-7 new relationships, 3 pre-approvals yesterday, and hopefully one goes to
Nice.
The table. So it was a good.
I would say those are great, man.
Saturday, put together a progressive open house and meet 14 different brokers and develop some new relationships. So
awesome, brother. Awesome. Big cheer.
Oh, man.
Hey, Dave, how long you been in the business?
20-something years.
Yeah.
Just
When's the
going
last
back
time you
to
did
old
something
school.
like this?
Doing some old school stuff. I moved from Boston to Miami 12 years ago, and I was doing the Monday, the weekday open houses, and wasn't getting as much follow through. So I said, you know something, I got to go back to old school and do Saturdays and Sundays. And 2 Saturdays ago, and Sunday, I did broker open houses for 2 hours each day, and came out with a lot of results. And ended up working with these 2 ladies who put together the progressive open house, which I provided lunch, and recommended that we do the luncheon on the lobby floor so everybody could kind of commingle and meeting of the minds. And it was a great way to meet a lot of new brokers that I hadn't met, and tell them that there is financing in those type of buildings that are going through that, the recertification process, which a lot of people don't know. So, take the chance, because a lot of people don't know that there's financing available and what the alternatives are.
Yeah,
dude, that is so good. Yeah, great stuff. But I do think the big question everybody's got clearly is, what was lunch?
It was very nice. It was sandwiches and a cheese platter.
Nice.
There you go. Nice.
Nice. Excellent. Yeah. All right. Hey, Dave, man, thanks for the win, brother. Congratulations. Excellent work, my friend.
happens.
Excellent work. Great stuff.
You know what? All these wins this morning have in common, Frank.
Oh, what's that, Kristen?
Everybody just took action.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. 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 Just
Everybody
taking
just
action,
took
baby.
action. Yeah.
Follow the plan.
Yeah.
You know, we had the last time Kevin Broughton was here, that was his, remember, that was his push, take massive action. Just take action. You know, do it, baby. If you're getting value from this already, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps more loan officers find content that actually makes a difference. And hey, if staying ahead of the market and learning what's really working in our industry matters to you, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you don't miss another episode. We read every comment, so drop your thoughts down below. We'd love to hear from you and know what's working or what you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you here next time. Good stuff. I love it. Thanks for the wins this morning. You guys are great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's get to Mr. Chris Johnstone and his AI freakout session that requires a cigarette afterwards. Let's have it, buddy. What you got?
Beet juice. Beet juice, Frank. All right, y'all.
All right.
We are living in the future. This is absolutely incredible. So we got to have a little bit of a lead in until I give you the prompt that's literally going to write all of your content for you every week automatically and just deliver it into your inbox for you. And I'm going to give it to you so you can literally copy and paste it so that you get your content every week. But before we go into the prompt and giving it away, I think it's important to have the discussion of how social media content and ranking inside of ChatGPT and AI and ranking on the front page of Google is actually meant to grow your business, because the daily success plan works, gets results. We just heard it, right? Well, we're moving into and already living in a world where social proof online is a selling tool. It's like having a referral partner that works in your business. When you're making your calls to your database and somebody in your database refers you to somebody, that's really solid. It's the gold standard. It's the best that you can get. There's still a very high likelihood that that person that has been referred is going to go onto Google and Google your name. And we saw from Google last week, there's a 400 times increase in people using AI assistants. Let's just call it ChatGPT or Gemini. And so now those searches are starting to happen inside of ChatGPT. People will open up ChatGPT on their phone and say, hey, what can you tell me about loan officer Frank Gray that I was just referred to? And AI is going to give back whatever information it's been able to find about you to that referral partner. And that's the selling agent. It's almost like another referral partner out there that's referring you business. What does the AI have about your brand? What is Google saying about your brand? Same thing when we're making our Focus 40 calls or we're calling qualified real estate agents. When you're reaching out to a qualified real estate agent, they got a business. They're in the business. They're heavily motivated. When you're making your calls, what's likely to happen before they pick up the phone and call you back? Who is this person? Who am I calling? What type of experience are my customers going to get if I refer them over to this loan officer? They go on Google, they go on ChatGPT to research you. What's on your social? Are you posting? Is there content out there? Is there thought leadership? So once again, you've done the work in the daily success plan to create the opportunity. Is your brand online supporting that activity so that you get as many phone calls as possible? Because there's this gap between the activity that you're doing and the number of calls and conversions that you're getting that is that silent research that happens that we don't even really realize people are doing. And that's where the 5-star ratings and reviews come in. That's where those silent little selling agents come in. So as I give you this prompt today and I show you how to automate all of your content, understand that we're not trying to become bloggers or vloggers or content creators and take over with our content. What we're trying to do is make it so that when people research us and our brands online, it's overwhelmingly obvious that you're the expert that they should call and that they should do their deal with. Then the added benefit is, oh yeah, hey, also you rank on Google and you get consumer direct leads that you can share with your real estate agents. Oh yeah, ChatGPT does recommend you for the specific loan type or product that you're really good at, that you've created a lot of content on, like VA or reverse, or when refinance season tends to kick up. Who's the expert that's created the most authority and content online in order to get the referrals from people that are using AI search and using Google? So this activity isn't just to do the activity, because content and social media can be a huge time suck that doesn't generate any results, right? So we want to get it done as high quality as possible in as little time as possible, and understand that it's very important work to have done because it's going to help support the referrals that we're already generating through the daily success plan. Everybody with me?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now let's get to the mind-blowing part.
Okay.
So ChatGPT has a feature called tasks. So I'll show you my screen in just a second and I'll show you how this whole thing works. But you can go to ChatGPT and you can tell it to do a specific activity on a date and time. And whatever you've given it in the prompt, it will repeat that action as often as you tell it to do. So rather than you having to go to AI, give it a prompt and get it to do a job for you, now you can go to ChatGPT and say, here's this long-term project that I'm working on, do it every single day. And every day, ChatGPT will, at that time, do the task and deliver you the result. So for the last 90 days, every morning at 5 a.m., I get a notification on my phone, and it's ChatGPT giving me my routine for the day, my exercise routine, my food, and daily motivation, Bible quote to study on. Everything delivered. It's 100% unique, 100% researched for that day. And it works incredibly well. So here's our prompt. Everybody ready? Wait, before you see it, before you get it, you got to say, Chris is my homeboy in the comments. To give this away, it's going to be, Chris is my homeboy. And I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, so Frank, here's the prompt. And I'm going to give it away to everybody so that you can copy it and paste it and make it your own. So basically it says, you're an expert mortgage marketing strategist working with your brand, led by your name, serving the entire US market every week on Friday at 6 a.m. Please complete this task. And then on the prompt that you're getting, I've added a section in there so that you can add all of your information. So your name, phone number, email, website, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, NMLS number, everything. You want to give this AI prompt as much information about you as possible at the very beginning of the conversation and at the very beginning of the task creation. The reason why is because to become an authority with artificial intelligence, you actually have to earn it. So if we look at this Google search, so this is a live Google search. You can go do the Google search yourself. I did the search right before Breakfast Club started. I searched best Tampa mortgage broker. The Orlicki Group here in the number 2 spot, this is our client in our SEO and branding package. They show up number 2. Well, 6 weeks ago, ChatGPT had 0 information about them. We went to ChatGPT and said, hey, can you tell us about this business? Give me the best mortgage broker in Tampa. They didn't show up. They've got 378 5-star ratings and reviews on their profile. ChatGPT, basically they were non-existent. Now today, if I go to ChatGPT and I say, who's the best mortgage broker that you can recommend in Tampa, Florida? the Orlicki Group is now in the number 3 position in the rankings on ChatGPT. How did we do that? Well, artificial intelligence, all of them, Gemini, ChatGPT, doesn't matter which one it is, already has all the data. They literally have scraped the entire internet, watched every single YouTube video. They're all working off the same data stack. What AI is heavily motivated by is the conversations and the interactions that you have with it. So when you're a loan officer and once a week, you're using artificial intelligence to create very valuable content in your local marketplace, and then publishing all of that information, it sees you as the expert. But here's the really interesting thing that I discovered, Frank. ChatGPT doesn't just want you to use it to create the content and copy and paste it. Where you actually get value and it sees you as the authority is when you give it feedback on the content that it gives you. So people look at, oh, I gave it a prompt and the result wasn't that great. That's actually an opportunity because you get to be the expert loan officer that teaches AI how the industry actually works, how you want to speak to your particular clients, because it's the conversations that you have with AI to refine the output that it's given you, to teach it how to do better in the mortgage industry, where it then sees you as an expert and then starts to recommend you to people when they start asking it, who's an expert about this topic? It's just like having a relationship with a qualified real estate partner. When you're working with a real estate partner and they've got this deal that's got hair all over it and they worked with another lender that couldn't get it done or whatever, they bring it to you and you say, oh, hey, I know exactly how this loan type works. Here's what we need to do. And you teach them through the process, you teach the borrower through the process, and you fund that deal. Well, when that real estate agent gets that next referral, where's it likely to go? To you, because you're the expert. You're the one that's proven through actually doing the work, but also teaching them that you're the person that processes those loans. So you get all of those loans. It's the exact same with artificial intelligence. You have to teach it that you're the expert in the topic, and then it will refer you customers that are asking for an expert in that particular loan type or that particular area. So being ranked in Tampa for a mortgage broker is simply working with the AI to create the content, refining the content, and being the expert on the content in that local marketplace. Everybody with me?
Yeah, my question is like, how much invested time do you think goes into that? Like for those guys you got up there, was this like, weeks and weeks of 8 hours a day, or what was it?
Used to be, till we got this prompt. And
what a great segue.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
It's like you're really, really good at this. Isn't Breakfast Club awesome? This is just awesome. Okay, so here's how the prompt goes. You put in all your information so that every time you work with this prompt and it gives you a task and you give it feedback, it associates it back to your brand. It has all your information. It knows it's your name, it's your phone number, your NMLS number, your website, your social media. It credits all of the rest of this conversation that you're having with it to your brand so that you get the good stuff from the AI. So here's the task. Complete market research. Gather the latest local real estate data, example, median home price, average days on market, inventory levels, interest rate news, regulatory updates. Identify 1 to 2 hyperlocal trends or news items, neighborhood level happenings, upcoming developments, community events, etc. Create long form content, write a blog post, 600 to 800 words, and then I give it the prompt on how to write a good blog post, right? Email to real estate agents. Craft a 1-page email inviting local agents to partner. We can put the script in here of how to ask for the business from the real estate partner, but it's going to take the blog that you've written and write an email for you to send to all of your qualified agents that you have inside the loan officer CRM. Then an email that goes out to your past customer database. Hey, here's what's going on in the marketplace. Useful, up-to-date, professionally written, amazing content. And oh, by the way, if you have any friends, family members, or coworkers that are actively looking to buy, sell, or refinance, can I count on you to connect us on a 2-way text message? goes to the bottom of all your emails. We're always asking, but ChatGPT is creating the content and the email to send to your qualified agents and to send to your database. So your marketing is done. Then we give it your social media suite. So write platform-specific posts for each channel below using 150 words, local keywords, clear call to action. LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and your Google business page. Now watch this. It says, thought for 9 seconds. Okay, good, got it. Now, every weekly on Friday at 6 a.m., ChatGPT is going to do this task. So every 6 a.m. on Friday, it goes out, reads all the headlines, reads all the news articles, watches all the YouTube videos, does all of the market research on your local marketplace, comes back with the latest news, and then gives you this. Market research, median home price, average days on market, inventory level, interest rate news. The Fed did an update. It picked that up and actually gave the information on the update. Regulatory update. So there was a Nashville regulatory update that has to do with sales tax. It caught that, put it in the actual article. Then it wrote the actual blog post on the research. So this is the research that it went out and found. So it's educational. You just read it. You go, oh, okay, that's what's going on in the market. That's great, right? Then it wrote the blog post. Then it wrote an email to send out to all of the qualified real estate agents that you have. Then it writes an email to go out to your database. And then it writes all of the social media content for you to post on all your socials. Here's your Facebook post, your Instagram post, your Twitter post, your Google business post. Every Friday morning, once you've copied and pasted that prompt once into ChatGPT, every Friday morning you wake up, all your content's researched, written, done. You can copy and paste your emails for your database marketing, copy and paste your emails for your qualified agents, and off you go. Grand total, put all this together, probably takes you about 30 minutes. The Loan Officer CRM helps with this because A, it has built-in blog. So if you don't have a blog and you're like, where do I put the blog content? Because corporate won't let me put blogs on my site. There's a blog built into your Loan Officer CRM account, free. We don't charge anything for it. And then we also have the social planner. So if you go to marketing, social planner, you connect all of your social media accounts to it. And then you just paste from ChatGPT into the box. Like Facebook goes in Facebook, Instagram goes in Instagram, YouTube goes in YouTube. And then you hit schedule or you hit post, and the CRM posts all of the content out to all of your social media networks for you. So you don't have to go to each individual social media network. So let me give you the prompt so you can go and play with it. Now, there is one thing that you need to know. Inside of ChatGPT, you have to be using O4 Mini. And I believe you need the paid version of ChatGPT to do this. So it's $20 a month to have an MBA educated assistant that goes out, does your market research, and writes all your content for you every week. I would say that's a reasonable investment. It's $20. You probably need the paid version of ChatGPT in order to get the task to work. And that's the model you want to be using. So ChatGPT O4 Mini. So what we've got now, can you post in the chat the link to the Facebook post?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Thank you, Jen.
Hey, Chris, do you have time for a real quick question?
Of course.
I thought Amy had a really good question, and for the layperson like myself, I was kind of thinking this too. Do you think if there are a couple other loan officers in my market that are also on this call, we'd be sending out the same info to real estate agents?
That is a great question, and the answer is no. So ChatGPT, every time it does the task, it does it slightly different. So it will find different news articles. It'll find different information, even if it's researching the same market. And that's actually a really good question, Kristen, because it relates back to the part that's really important is you don't want to just copy and paste it. Like for the research, you can tell it like, here's my top 5 real estate partners. Make sure you read their blog every Friday. And if they've posted something, let's include that. And don't say it like that. Say it like this. And it's your feedback with the prompt that actually earns you authority inside AI, so that when somebody says, hey, who's the best mortgage broker in Tampa, Florida, it learns to recommend you because you're the one giving it the feedback on the content.
So you could say something like, oh, don't use that story. And it'll say, okay. Or on this particular story, make it more positive than you did, or put more of a positive spin on it. And then that way you're engaging with it. And it'll certainly be different than anybody else's at that point, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
And the more feedback that you give it, it changes and it writes in your tone. It writes, and like the thing that I love for this, I've given it to you generically, but if you have a specific loan product or loan type that you focus on, make the prompt specific to that type of product, so that when people are researching that product using AI, AI starts to recommend you, your blog, your content, your resources to people that are doing the research. So it's not just that it will recommend your brand, it will actually recommend your content because it helped create it. It knows that it's good. You've given it the feedback. And over time, ChatGPT starts to reference your blog content and your information that you've created and serves it to people that are researching that type of loan product using artificial intelligence.
Oh man, Monica had a really good point. She says people are charging over $300 an hour to handle social media these days with zero mortgage experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on Fridays, we do the daily success plan throughout the week. On Fridays, this is going to spit out your content so you can spend 30 minutes on Friday morning, get all your social media done, get all your blog content done, everything. So go to this Facebook post, type prompt in the comment section down here at the bottom, and my AI will respond back to you and actually send you a direct message on Facebook with the link to the Google Doc. Hit file copy. It's yours. It's free here for the Breakfast Club community. So enjoy.
Oh my God. That is so epic. You know, and another thing too, and dang, man, if I do have an assistant who's helping me with this stuff, it's like, well, this just made their job 8 billion times faster and easier, you know?
Right.
Everything about it is just remarkable. It's really, really cool. I'm glad you pointed out that we need 4.0 mini to make the task thing go, because I know some people got snagged up on that in the past on other things.
Yep.
Somebody was asking in the chat, is this being recorded? Guys, don't forget, all of the Breakfast Clubs are now released as a podcast on YouTube and on the loanofficerbreakfastclub.com website. There's a button at the top that says replays. And so this one won't make it up till later this afternoon, but it'll be there later today. And so
but if you show up live, you get the prompts though.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
For everyone who's commenting prompt in the chat here, I just put in the link. Go to that Facebook page. Go to that.
Yeah,
Facebook
you don't do it
post
here.
and prompt and comment prompt there, not here in the chat. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Jen.
Yeah, thanks, Jen. Yeah, so like she's saying, there's a link there. It goes to the Facebook post that Chris put there on Facebook, and in there you put the comment, you put prompt. So just so you get that straight. Wow, man, this is pretty cool, and I like it too because we can customize it a little bit for our personal, like for example, my little private capital company, right? We do the commercial stuff, the fix and flips, so I can get in there and just do a little bit of tweaking on that, and it'll be perfect for what we do. And then I can have my daughter Katie do it every single day, so I don't have to worry about it. Exactly what we're going to do. So, man, such good stuff, Chris.
Yeah, and Frank, think about deal scenarios. And as you punch your deal scenarios into the AI as examples, it'll write email content for you to then send out to the database. Like one of the reasons that I'm so stoked about this content is because this is truly a differentiator with qualified real estate agents. Like we're making our calls, we're following the daily success plan. We always say the more channels that you can communicate with these agents on, the more conversion that you're going to get, the more value that you can deliver to them, the more conversions that you're going to get. But we need to stay in front of them for a long period of time with value. Well, we've now got something incredibly valuable that we can send to those qualified agents. And Frank, inside the Loan Officer AI CRM, we announced this month that we now have unlimited qualified real estate agent data right inside the platform. So you can literally pull 300 agents, 600 agents, 1,000 agents. If there's 1,000 qualified agents in your market, you can go into the Loan Officer CRM, put them into a workflow, and then every Friday, take the content from ChatGPT, put that email and broadcast that email out to every single qualified agent in your local marketplace and build value every single week by just simply taking the prompt, taking the CRM, taking the data and broadcasting out the email, and then use the power dialer to call them throughout the week. It's like saves you a ton of time and keeps you on track with the daily success plan at scale.
Yeah, and really helps build the authority. So when they do hear from you, they're like, I know you. You're that guy or you're that gal. Hey, one more question, Chris.
Yeah.
So when we put this prompt in, are we we're not creating a project, we're not creating our own GPT. It's just directly into the main, we go to 4.0 mini, just right into the what do you want, what do you need? That box right there. Will it come back in that same thread every Friday? Will it be on that same thread? Is that what it'll be?
Yeah.
So we'll want to rename that thread maybe on the first one, like Friday marketing.
Yes.
GPT Friday marketing thread or something, so we can find it in the left-hand side if we need to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every time it generates, Frank, it shows back up at the top of the list.
Okay. So
it's always kind of like when you go in on Friday morning, it will be the most
should be there
conversation that you had with ChatGPT on the left-hand side.
Oh my God, dude, this is so cool. Very, very cool. And then you tie it into the CRM in just to deploy it, right? So we get it. Now we need to deploy it, and it makes it so much easier. So anyway, the offer's still good, right? The offer, your fancy schmancy offer,
It ends the last day of the month at midnight. And we're taking $297 off of the CRM. So there's no setup fee. We've waived the setup fee. You get all the qualified agent data. You're fully protected, 30-day, 100% money back guarantee. You can come in, experience the setup. We've got our guarantee, which is we will work with you one-on-one until you get your first workflow actually launched. So whether it's your database campaign or whether it's the campaign that goes to the qualified agents, we will work with you one-on-one in sessions until the whole CRM is set up and you actually have it launched so that you're getting conversations, you're getting results. And we'll work with you on that. So if you go to loanofficercrm.ai/offer, that button there where claim now, you can see everything that's included in the program. But when you hit claim now, we take $297 off. There's no setup fee and it's just $297 every 4 weeks.
All right. Some people are saying it's not responding maybe when they put prompt in there.
It takes a little bit. I did it, and
okay.
it took about 20 minutes for it to come through, but it does come through in Messenger. Okay. And it's getting a lot of requests at the same time. So I think we got to give it a little bit of.
Basically, we're breaking Facebook is what's happening right now. So. Yeah, got it. Okay, cool.
Come on, overwork my AI. Let's do it. Come on, overwork
I dare you. Yeah. Oh man, good stuff. Well, great stuff. So, for the offer, it's loanofficercrm.ai/offer.
You got it.
loanofficercrm.ai/offer. If you don't already have the CRM, that'll get you the unlimited agents and it'll also save you the $297 setup fee. And trust me, guys, when you get in, they will set you up. You'll get set up. You'll get up and running without any trouble. That's what they do. Jen's put the link into the chat there. So cool stuff, Chris. Thanks so much, man. Always fun.
Happy Friday. Everybody good? Did everybody have a good time? I know it's a little bit mind-blowing, but everybody's good.
Yeah, man, it's super cool. I think it's great stuff. All right. Well, groovy, man. Well, hey, we'll be here Monday once again. I'm not even sure what we're going to be talking about on Monday. I don't remember if I have anybody scheduled or whatever. But you know what? I'll tell you what. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. That's all I know. It's going to be amazing. So looking forward to seeing you all here on Monday. Thanks for joining us today on Friday. Go get the CRM. Go to the Facebook post. Enter prompt into the comments. Get the new prompt. Install it. Let's go, baby. We'll see you guys here on Monday. Have a great, great weekend. And we'll catch up with you later. See ya. Adios, everybody.
Happy Friday.
Great weekend, everybody.